Welcome back to Dave and Audrey Does Outdoors. She's here. She's wet. I had to come across the fields, everyone says she's looking up. She's dirty and wet. The wind's going to settle down. We're quite sheltered in the woods. We've had 30 or 40 mile an hour, so we're back to the little tranquil place. So we're going to set the tent up underneath these kind of fallen trees. We've got the hot tent again, and the wind's going to die down by about tea time. So I'm just going to gather some wood, get the tent up and get settled. But we're down by the water's edge again. I wanted to come back here just for that connection and that space. So hopefully there's not going to be too much noise tonight with the wind and the trees, because they're all kind of sort of rubbing off of each other. But we'll make do as long as the wind settles down a wee bit, 'cause it's been 30 or 40, 43 I think this afternoon, so still quite windy. Right, I'm going to get a bit sorted. It's the windiest time right now, and it's going to die down. Stuck her coat on just to keep her just to keep her a bit warmer. She's got a wee bed set up there out the wind. So we're just going to prep some wood whilst we're waiting for the wind to settle down, because it's been spiking at about 30 or 40, but we're going to sit down at the water and just chill. We've got about an hour until dark, maybe an hour and a half, so this is the earliest I've been out, which is great. So wooden axe protector, really good for the rucksack. I've managed to forget my glasses, so I'm kind of like half blind. I've not put the stove on, although I've chopped up lots of wood. You'll see the pile later on. Got really quite cold. I put my Rab fleece on underneath my anorak. Did a lot of chopping, a lot of sawing. I relocated the tent. She's down there in her bed. The wind was supposed to die away about 3 hours ago, and it's been blowing an absolute hoolie. We're quite high up here in the Scottish Hills. The forecasts, I've been watching it, they're normally quite accurate. Don't know what's going on today, because it should start easing. It was supposed to ease about 2 or 3 hours ago. I reckon we'll still be getting gusts of 30 or 40. So a really good testament to the one Tigris. I've moved further, slightly more sheltered in the trees, but this is where all the trees have kind of sort of come down, so they're all kind of making strange noises and stuff like that. But I've got all the guys on. I've got a little bit of gas, so I'm going to cook a couple of pork chops on the gas, and I've got a quick rice. So I thought I was going to be doing most of the cooking on the fire. So but she's warm, I've got my good sleeping bag. I don't think we're going to get blown away. I'm probably not going to put the fire on unless it really starts to settle. It's too risky, I'm not going to bother risking it. So I'm going to chop up some bits and pieces and just get a frying pan on, and hopefully I've got enough gas to cook a bit of a dinner. So it is what it is, and it's a decent hike in, and I'll get a nice bit of sort of weather in the morning. A tiny little fly there. So it should start to ease down the wind. Gusting away. I'm quite impressed with this TP1 Tigris, by the way. It's surprisingly robust. Come back and have my tea once I check the guy lights. It's mental. I don't know about aborting. It's going mental. Like, I'm going to check the guy lines to go. That's better. I'm going to enjoy my Mexican bean rice with sweet chili pork. You won't be much sleeping tonight if it's like this. It's an upright, but that's a lot better than it was half an hour ago, because we've had a good. Yeah, no, I'm pretty confident. I can always let it go out quite quickly, but it's really just starting to die. Have that little spoon in focus. I brought it light. It's really light. It's about 10 grams. This was the little spoon that I made last week in dedication of one of my best friends, Mike, crossing the States. It's dry now, so I'm just gonna, the wind's settling, I think fire's kicking it out. I'm gonna get a layer off in a minute. It's nice and warm. Coffee's boiling, she's chill. Wind seems to be settling. I'm not gonna jinx it, but hopefully. So that was my second spoon. I meant to bring a little bit of sandpaper along tonight, but I forgot that, just so I can sort of finish them off a little bit. So I'm just going to make a similar long, thin and long seems to be the order of the day, but I might have a look and see if there's any other bits of wood, because I quite fancy making a sort of wider spoon. So, but yeah, that's me. Coffee's on, and it's only about 7:30, so the night is yet young. Hopefully the wind will just stay. That's better. Oh, that fire's kicking out a good bit of heat tonight. Oh, that is toasting. I can't really see kind of what I'm doing, so I'm gonna call it a day there. Kind of long, teaspoony idea, but I can't really see, especially trying to get the bowl. Just experimenting, really trying to find my style. Noticed a tiny wee spark burn. It's tiny. I'll be able to repair it, but first little injury in the... So I'm just going to keep my sleeping bag. I've got polythene, tin foil, and then my Thermarest Neo Air, my Rab Ascent 1100, and my Montrose Bag Company keep my phone, little bits and pieces at night, little kind of sort of overnight waterproof, keep my phone in that. And as you can see, she's going to be underneath that coat or blanket. She's on tin foil, and I've got my other jacket, and she's got loads. She won't be cold, she's nice and cozy there. Right, that's us. She's under a variety of layers, and I'm getting nice and warm. I've got some woolly socks on because it's supposed to be about -2 tonight. So once the fire goes down, you know, you need to be properly insulated. So, but really toasty now. She's busy almost snoring. So I'm going to sit and chill by the fire, put the lights out, get some sleep. Probably up quite early tomorrow morning, and might go for a little cold dip in the pond. I'm not sure. I don't have a towel, so I was working it. I might just use a shirt or something to dry myself, but it's a bit of a hassle. I'll see how I feel in the morning. I'm gonna have a coffee, got a nice wee biscuit, some fruit, and a milky drink for the morning. So I will catch up with you in the morning. Night night. Morning folks, that's about 7. Still a wee bit of wind. You can see it's quite cold. I'm probably going to pop the fire on for my coffee, because the pipe's not really moving.
It's been sort of like blustery all night. Not the best night for the hot tent. Heavy winds early on last night. Settled down. So we're going to get a coffee and have a little bit of breakfast and stuff like that. Not a bad sleep. Not my best probably with the kind of tree noise and the wind and everything, but she's under there somewhere, all cosy. So I'm going to get the fire on, get a coffee on, warm up a little bit, and just see what the morning brings. Quick dip in the water just to see how cold it actually is. I've only got an Audrey blanket that needs washed anyway to dry myself. I think it's going to be freezing. That's the best way to wake up in the morning. Nice. I moved it from along that end because the wind was kind of sort of whistling down, and you can see we've got a little bit of natural shelter from the 2 or 3, 4 big trees that have all come down in the last storm. So we've got a wee bit of natural shelter down this end. God, that water's Baltic. Right, she'll be back to her. She's had her. She's sniffing a bit. I'm going to get her some water. Nice bit of sunrise there as well. I'd put these big to protect some of the wind that was going to come in, just to act as a bit of a kind of buffer, but pretty impressed with the one tigress. You can see the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there, 6, 7 guy outs, and then these are really good kind of bungeed, but I'm going to do a bit of a review on it. Probably just stick it up at home in the garden because it's easier, because there's a few pros and a few cons. How beautiful is that? I wasn't expecting a bit of sunrise. Stunning. Absolutely stunning. Fire's warming up. I've got a little plastic patch that I had for my thermarest. So a little tiny little burn in the tent. Don't know if you're picking that up. Don't know if it was from last night or from other night. How nice is that? The sun just coming through the tent. I wasn't expecting some sunshine. I'm starting to warm up now. The fire's been pumping out, so I'm going to just pack up and enjoy some of that sunshine out there and get organised. Probably leaving a little bit of wood for the next time. Hopefully not quite as windy as last night. Right, that's us guys. It's really cold. My hands are like ice. She's been wrapped up. It's windy as well, as you can see by the camera wobbling about in the wind. All packed up, leaving no trace. A couple of miles walk out. So thank you so much for joining us again. Bit of a windy, stormy one. Sunrise, little swim. It was okay, it was fine. Windy during the night. So listen, wobbling about in the wind, about to get knocked over. So thanks again for tuning in. Remember, hit the sub button if you've not already. Leave a little comment if you want me to do a review on any of my kit. Talk you through some stuff, happy to do. And yeah, thanks again for everyone's support, it's much appreciated. And we'll catch you on the next trip. Take care.